I'm David, and this is Molly, and this is my Unbridled focus. It's been a couple days since the second video. Really trying to make sure that this doesn't just flop, that I actually keep posting. Wednesday and Thursday, I think is what it was. Well, Thursday, of course, was Thanksgiving. And then, I can't remember if I posted Wednesday or not. But then Friday, or Black Friday yesterday, I just didn't feel like getting in front of the camera, so no recording. Excuse me, still have a cough. It's been an interesting couple of days, mental health wise. Yesterday, I guess we'll start with Thanksgiving. Overall, Thanksgiving was Thanksgiving. It's never been a holiday I've particularly enjoyed. It hasn't been bad, but it's one of those where I'm just like, meh. And so went up and saw my dad's side of the family, and that day my tooth was hurting. I got one crown that I need to have replaced, and so that was rough, and it really took me out of the mood for most of the day. Yesterday, decorated for Christmas, as is my usual Black Friday. Excuse me, my usual Black Friday tradition. So we got out the Christmas tree. You probably noticed I'm in a different spot. I was feeling festive and wanted to do something different, and so Christmas lights. And then yesterday was a really weird day mental health wise. So that morning I was able to sleep in, which was wonderful, and slept until about 9:30. Now I usually take my Adderall between 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning, so that way I can take it at either 1 or 2 in the afternoon, so that way it's not too terribly late and wearing off by the time the evening rolls around and I'm at home and just kind of kicking back. But so I had initially decided not to use or take my Adderall yesterday because I wasn't planning on doing it or doing anything. But then ended up being like, you know what, I want to decorate. I want to get myself up and going. And so decided to take one after sitting pretty well right here for about an hour just on my phone and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, finding that I was getting into that ADHD paralysis again. So took my Adderall and was able to get myself up and going and out and about. But yesterday afternoon it was a weird day. I felt like I was lost while still knowing exactly where I was, but I couldn't, it wasn't not being able to initiate tasks, because I was up and going, I was actually driving around out and about, but it was this weird anxiety of feeling like I was physically and mentally lost. Actually there's a really great song by a band called At the Wayside. And one of the lyrics in there is, "This must be what it's like to feel like you're drowning in air." And that was the best way I could have described what yesterday felt like in that afternoon, is that I felt like I was drowning in air. I felt like I was lost. I couldn't ground myself. I just felt, oh man, it was a rough afternoon yesterday, if I'm being honest. But the evening rolled around, and I think I think part of what it was is yesterday I only had a muffin and coffee when I woke up, and then that was it. That was all I ate yesterday. And then when I went and got some McDonald's and got a couple of cheeseburgers in me, that started to pull me back around. So I think a lot of it was hunger induced. Because one thing I'm definitely having to do is remind myself to eat. Like, even right now, I feel hungry, but I also feel like I don't have an appetite. Like, I know I need to eat, but I'm like, I'm just not hungry for anything. And so it so that way I actually have to force myself to eat. So that has, in some ways, it's been great because I've lost a lot of weight already in just about the 2 weeks or so that I've been on Adderall. But at the same time, it's a little dangerous because I'm not eating. And so I don't have the energy. I'm not drinking water. Like, I actually need to not only remind myself, but I need to force myself. And it's a habit that I actually need to develop that I'm finding out. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you all updated. I haven't done the body doubling yet. It was the holidays, but my apartment is actually semi-clean right now. I need to go through and do the dishes in the kitchen. What was really cool is, so I cut my own hair and trim my own beard and all that. And usually hair just ends up sitting around in the bathroom on the sink and on the floor for a couple of days before I finally get around to actually cleaning it up, because I'm just like, yeah, it's just me, I don't care. But I actually cleaned it up right afterwards yesterday, so that was a pretty big win for me in my books. But aside from that, I got laundry done. Yeah, it's been a weird couple of days. I'm not going to say that they've been bad days, but they haven't been good days either. So, it's kind of where I'm at. Welcome to my life. That's all I got for y'all tonight. So, thank you.